Welcome to my channel dedicated to women over 40 who aspire to make the second chapter of their life their best season yet. And if this is you and you do care about your spiritual growth, stay with me. I have something for you. The other day I was with a friend in a very, very nice cafe where you have this spacious feeling and everything was kind of yeah, giving you this zen feeling, wooden table, natural wooden table. And we could, it was a cafe where they also had a bakery, so you could actually see them baking the croissants and pain au chocolat. So smelling so good. Anyway, we were our second cappuccino when my friend shared that he um, wanted to make more art, and he actually decided to work less so that he has space for his art projects. So now he works 3 days a week, and this is something that was new. He already shared with me before that he wanted to do more of his art, but that he really decided to actually have more space to it. That was new, so I was quite excited. And then he shared that it's been a few weeks that he's been working less, and yet he has not really uh, done any art yet. So the one thing that really kind of oh made this to me was like he said, yeah, it's kind of weird because I know I really, really, really want to do this, and I know when I do art, when I make my art, and I am in my project, then it brings me so much joy, so much spark, and inspiration. So I really don't get it why I don't do it. And now I don't have the excuse anymore, like I don't have time because he made space for that, and that's kind of really, oh yeah, I know that. I can really definitely recognize that. Like there is something you really want to do, and yet you don't get to do it somehow. Um, so after he left, because he had another appointment, I stayed a little bit in the cafe, and then I looked at myself, at my what experience, life experience, like what happens actually when I had those things, like I really want to do something, and I know it's something nice to do. I will enjoy it. It will bring me joy, and still I don't do it. And I realized that this happened or has happened actually, um, that there were two things there why I didn't get to realize things that I wanted to do. And the first thing for me was that when the why behind why I wanted to do these things uh, is not strong enough. Like if, for example, I know, yeah, this brings me joy. Uh, and joy is important. I want to have more joy, and still that is kind of yeah, nice to have, not like something that is really important for me. um, then I would not necessarily do it, or I would find other things, like I would get distracted and go to do other things. And I see also, on the other hand, when something is really important for me, like I get up quite early, 6:30 every morning to meditate for about 1 hour, and then do other form more ritual meditation for another 30-40 minutes, and do my Qigong energy practice uh, all early morning. And I really have no issue whatsoever getting out of the bed and just do it. And this because I do it for my spiritual growth. And for me, my spiritual growth is my number one, like, top of my priority at this stage of my life. So it's so important for me that actually I have, like, there is no resistance to do uh, anything that supports my spiritual growth, not only the, let's say, formal uh, meditation or spiritual practices, prayers, and so on. Uh, Also, all the other things I do, like, sharing my experience and helping other women on their spiritual path, and helping other women also to actually have a thriving life, to feel fulfilled in their um, 50s, in their 60s. uh, and I do that with lots of really stamina, enthusiasm, and I get always inspiration because uh, that's is so uh, supportive for my own spiritual growth. So when the why for me is strong, then actually naturally I will take the actions to do whatever I need to do and whatever I want to do. On the other hand, if the why is not strong enough, uh, then yeah, it stays in the nice to have. And so for me, it's always like when I have this, like, oh yeah, I want to do this, but I actually don't get to do it. The first thing that check is what is my why? And sometimes, and it's not that the why is not strong enough. It's like I don't go to the really actual why. Like if it's just like um, temporary joy, that is a nice to have. But if I go beyond that, um, then really there is something more important there. If I have like more uh, inner peace, that is important for me to have. So I would do the thing. And again, there is much less resistance, and even if it's really important, zero resistance. It's just like the resistance melts. So that's the one first thing for me, that actually gets me to uh, get out to overcome this type of situation. And the second thing, if it's like, okay, I know it's a very deep heart desire, so the there is the why is really strong, and still I don't get to do it. And then in this case, I look at my energy, because I know when my energy is not balanced, especially this one, as like when I have too much energy up here, the heat, the excitement is all in my head, then I would start to make a plan, and I would have lots of ideas, and I would do this and that, and this will happen like this and like that, and still I just go on and on about all these ideas, but I don't take action. I don't do the actual thing. And this is really why my energy is off. Too much hot energy here, and not in my lower belly, in my center. And in those cases, what I do is bring balance my energy, bring the heat down, um, ground my energy, and strengthen my energy in my lower belly. And this is where I do different qigong exercises. Sometimes I just breathe into my lower belly if I don't have a possibility to do other practices. But generally, really simple Qigong exercises to ground my energy, strengthen my core here in my lower belly. And when I have a balance, then I don't stay in my head anymore. I can take actions and I can move forward. And not only I can take the actions, but if my energy is strong, if my core energy in my lower belly is really strong enough, then I actually, whatever challenges, because life is life, whatever you do, there is usually a moment where it's challenging, that some difficulty uh, arises. That's just life, that's part of it. But whatever arises, I'm just fine. I don't get stressed out. It's rather the opposite. Then I feel more resourceful and I find ways, uh, whatever challenges come towards me. Um, and, even simple things, like recently I thought, oh yeah, I would like to pick up painting again. And then I thought, okay, first thing might be let's just do some sketching and so on. And I even actually got myself to participate in a 5-day challenge for sketching. And I thought, okay, that would help, participating uh, with other people. Every day we had uh, one reference image to sketch and so on. And okay, first day I received the reference image, the instruction. I didn't do anything. Second day, still, I was like, oh yeah, this is nice. How I would do this. I would do this way, and so on. Would be interesting to see how this guy does it. Third day, still nothing. So I thought, like, okay, let's just, you know, get out of the stories up here and just sink into the lower belly. And I just did few actually qigong exercises, and after that I felt kind of more centered and grounded, and I started to do my sketches. And I had really a blast. That was so much fun to do this very kind of quick sketches, not thinking a lot. And now I feel like I'm on a roll, and uh, you know, of course, I need to keep my energy balanced and circulating, and also to keep it strong. Uh, but that's really, either with simple things like this or with bigger, uh, a bigger project. That's my experience, that whenever my energy is off and I just get back to strengthen my energy, get my energy to flow, and especially this balancing the, you know, too much heat here, bring the heat down, uh, then that's much, much easier for me to not only take action, also to feel, really to have, to feel very much resourceful. I find always ways to actually, whatever challenge is there, then I find other ways. And to move, to move forward, not feeling stuck. And then this is how I get to do the things that are really close to my heart, and which I just kind of dream about it if when my energy is weak or unbalanced. And generally, that's the thing that I really love with energy. Generally, it doesn't take that much to actually change it. Sometimes, just bringing my attention, breathing into my lower belly, sometimes that's enough to get me out of my mental trip. Like, all around the world and yet not getting to take the action. So really for me, these two things I check whenever I face this situation. Now I want to do something but I don't get to do it. First I really check what is the why behind. Is it important enough for me? And if it's not, then I look, okay, do I really want to do this? Uh, and look beyond maybe the obvious why. Maybe there is, a deeper why that is actually more important that I don't connect to and connect to that. And the second thing is to check my energy. And if my energy is out of balance or weak, again, sometimes things happen in life and you are a little bit shaky, then I work on that. And this is how I generally get to move out of those type of situation. Thank you so much. This is what I wanted to share with you today, and I will see you in my next video.